Hello, folks, people. What's going on? Another video. How's everybody doing today? I just came across another post on something that most people have heard if you're in direct sales network marketing. Duplication. What's duplicatable in the business? They always talk about whatever you teach your team must be duplicatable. But we're gonna look at a post that kind of may dispute what you've been taught or what you think what is really duplicatable. Let's go look at this post. Here's the post from a site. I don't belong to this site, but they have a lot of things that are very valuable. So I kind of share this out with you. What is and not duplicatable about online and offline network marketing? Well, let's take a look at this. And it's like I said, a lot of things we are taught. It says if you're in network marketing, you probably heard this line, and basically rule of thumb in traditional network marketing: if it's not duplicatable, don't teach it to your team. Okay, that sounds logical, right? But are you aware that most things that are taught in network marketing, they're not duplicatable? Yep, that's right. I know I'm probably stepping on somebody's toes in the industry, but it's true. A lot of what you are taught when you start out in network marketing, most uplines or team leaders, it's not really duplicatable, people. It's not duplicatable. You don't have to believe me. Don't believe me. Okay? Well, that's okay, because I'm gonna prove to you some things that are duplicatable that you've been taught. And and it's not about and because you got to understand, people are different. It's like I look at it from this side of the point. If you're trying to make a copy from a copy from a copy, it usually loses quality. Okay, you have to have the original, and when original, maybe you might have one person that is able to duplicate you, but when you're trying to duplicate it from that other copy to the other copy, it loses quality because there's a lot of stuff loose in the translation. It's like when people let's go back here. It's like when people play that game where you get the message down, and by the time it gets to the other end, the message is changed. Well, it's the same thing with this. I look at it in that aspect. True duplication doesn't get the same quality from the original. Okay, let's just go back here. Here we go. What is duplication? Let's first of all, what is duplication? First, okay. First, I want to let's make it crystal clear. What is duplication? Duplication, by definition, means the capacity of being duplicated. Okay, capacity of being duplicated. And duplicated is copied exactly like I said, the original, as you probably already know. I just explained. That's kind of very impossible because the quality is lost. Now, in profession, when you're using it said to duplicate, it means that anyone can do it exactly the same way as it was taught and relatively at ease. It is replicated exactly the same level of success or very similar results as it was achieved. Well, we know that's not true. We know that that's not true. Okay. An extension, it means that when you teach it to your team, they will accomplish the same exact results as your upline and as your upline's upline and so on. Well, as I said, when you start trying to duplicate from another copy, the quality is lost. I'm a big believer in giving people options and showing them how all different ways to build a network marketing business can be done. Okay, everybody's not the same. Okay, let's look at a few things. This is what they say that's duplicatable in this industry. Was taught before, and this is because this is what we had before we had social media and internet. Going to the mall, okay, going to the mall, talking to people, which we call, and what I said in one of my last few videos, called marketing prospecting. Cold marketing prospecting means you go out to the world talking to strangers and trying to generate leads or prospects, but actually trying to convert those prospects into a team member. Most people going to a mall to people that you don't know, That's not duplicatable. Furthermore, why is not duplicatable? Because everybody don't have that kind of personality, okay? Everybody doesn't have them same attributes. No matter what you try to teach them, they just don't. The so-called co-marketing prospect works. Sure, for some people, it's very good. There's a guy there, I know who this is, Cesar Rodriguez. But even Cesar Rodriguez, you know, a lot of people were talking about, there was a discussion on his fight about whether, you know, using leverage. Even Cesar Rodriguez showed how, what he does as far as duplicating. Now, they're saying that he's good at this, but you know, in the video, it doesn't, you really don't hear this guy talking about to this woman. We don't know. There's been some things saying that he already knew the girl. So who knows? I don't know. I don't want to get into that, but this is not very duplicatable for everybody, because if it was duplicatable, everybody can do it and be effectively for everybody. It's not duplicatable. And I'll explain why. In order to be able to make co-market prospecting work for you, and be successful at it, you need basically commit yourself at a high, very level. And a lot of people don't. They just don't have that kind of personality. And they try to change people to assets that they don't have. You know, I know when I was before the internet and everything, they had classes on prospecting and talking to people, trying to change people into these type of folks. And a lot of times I think they failed miserably because people were uncomfortable doing it. And you're talking about, well, you got to get out of your comfort zone. Even if you get out of your comfort zone, some people that, you know, walking up to strangers talking about a business you don't know, that's like asking a woman to marry you on the first date or before you even go out on a date. It doesn't work. You know, some people have a line of jive to know how to break the ice. I guess this Cesar Rodriguez does, okay? But 98.9% people don't. I didn't have it, okay? I know I didn't have it. I'm somewhat of an introvert in some ways. I'm not going to go up to people to talk about this business all the time. That's not my personality. Telemarketers. Okay. It's cold calling. Cold calling is another skill in traditional network marketing that is not duplicatable. That's something I couldn't have done either. Does it work? Yes, it works for some. But the answer is, do you actually listen to the average telemarketer pitch? Do you actually hang up? I do. A lot of people do hang up on it. How many times are you going to be able to call somebody and hang up before you just say, fuck it, forget about it? You know? Well, most people do hang up on you. I do. I'm talking to telemarketers. So that's another one that's not really duplicatable. It's a tough skill set to learn. And you got to have an iron skin to keep moving forward with that stuff. It's something you're not going to learn overnight if you learn it at all. This is make a list of all your friends and family. Well, we know that don't work. You know, when we talk about making a list of all your friends and family, and then we're marketing that list, that warm market that you start off with, most people, like I did in another video, I said you go through that warm market within 30 to 90 days, then where you're at. Sometimes you end up doing that and damaging your relationship with that. Most network marketers, they just starting out, they fumble around with this stuff. I mean, it's easy, but if you want to maintain your good relationship with your friends and family, don't pester them about stuff like this. Since most newbies damage their relationship with their friends and family, that's true. They do. And like I said in another video, think about this. We're in the summer months now. Do you want to go pester your friends and family at cookouts or mitzvahs, quinceañeras, and all that other stuff? No, you don't. You don't want to ruin that relationship because you're thinking that you gotta. And some people, I guess, they gotta make some quota too to make some money, but it's not very practical, and it's very not duplicatable. Where you always got to approach all your friends and family. See, people in your warm market know you from your childhood. You know, they said familiarity breeds contempt. You ever heard that thing? Well, that's true with friends and family. That's why most of your friends and family are not in your business. When you are told that no actually means no. Right now, well, sorry to tell you, but no do means no. Okay? You've been You no doubt that you heard this before in context. It's also a case for network marketing. Merely being able to take a no is a great skill to have. It should be duplicatable. Well, no, not really. People, how many no's you really want to take? Okay. Granted, there is a book called what is it called? Go for the No. But that's a different concept. You should read that book. It's a good book, but that's not what they're talking about here. Okay. Now, should they ever bring it up again, ask about your business, then you obviously can start asking questions. So why have a change of heart? Well, they're not. Why keep pestering people to say no? Leave it out. Leave it alone. People say no. That's like, that's not going to make them change their mind. You know what? I barely ever got anybody to come to the massive hotel meetings. One time, before I got into the network, the online marketing stuff, I used to have a meeting, home meeting, my house for 1 year. Did this for 1 year. Showing a composition plan every Thursday night for a year. That was not very duplicatable, and it was not very successful. I was the only one doing it. Everybody looked for me to have the house meeting. So, nobody else was duplicating it. So to say that having these massive business going home or hotel meetings are duplicatable, no, they're not. They're not, because you're gonna have to have the same type of person that's going to be willing to do the same thing that you do. And it wasn't duplicatable because nobody else did it. It's a tough thing to do. Okay. Two leadership skills we all want, but are not duplicatable. What are these? See what they're saying. Doing effective presentation. Whether you are doing one-on-ones, home, hotel meetings, even online presentations through webinars, doing sales presentations is not something you can duplicate straight away, because you need to learn and be trained on how to do them properly and effectively. Yeah, that takes time. You can't simply sit down and someone for 15 minutes teach you them and how to do it and expect that all of a sudden that you're going to be really good at it. And you're not. That's just a skill set. It took me a while to do presentations. I feel more comfortable doing presentations online. I mean, I've done them. I've done plenty. I did that for a year. I've done plenty of presentations standing up with people. But a lot of those people, or some people were, I didn't know, but most of the people were colleagues of mine. So it wasn't really that hard when you standing up with people you don't know. When you're going to do a lot of meetings and you're going to screw it up, a lot of presentations were not where no one joins your team. That happens. Like I said, when I did this for a year here, nobody joined really. Nobody did. Nobody did. Leading a team and creating culture. Okay, here's what it comes down to. Anything that requires you to learn, process, anything that requires practice and commitment to learning are all considered to be leadership skills. And you guessed it, they are not duplicatable. Nope, they're not. Make no mistake, they're essential or being successful in network marketing, but not everyone can be and wants to become a team leader. And that's the problem. This is why there was a lot of people back in the 2000s. There's a change in network marketing where you had to have a certain amount of customer base, because what they were doing is promoting people to be, membership type things. And just because you get people a membership, if they're not stepping up, you're still not gonna make no money. So you had to have a customer base where everybody's buying. But that, that only gives you so much money in residual income, because the price quotient to commission is really not that big. So the price of what you're paying for the commission one is a very big gap. So that didn't work unless you had a whole lot of people that are constantly buying, that are on auto ships and everything. That's crazy. That's why that's not duplicatable either. It says, what's actually duplicatable about building an online and learning attraction marketing? Well, we talked about this in the last video. First of all, I believe that there's a lots of ways you can build a network marketing business online. Yep, there is. And the best part is, not only can you preserve your relationships, but you can also structure your business so you have you can have people asking you about your opportunity or products instead of you having to chase them. That's what we always talk about. In this business, like I always said, isn't that a better conversation if you have people chasing you, inboxing you, calling you about your business, creating a website, capture leads, building sales funnels, having automated messages to go out and all prospects that visit your site, running ads, crunching numbers. Those ideas are more duplicatable than my head than what was being asked for me to do in traditional network marketing. That's true, it is. I started doing this in 2008. We didn't, no. When I started in 95, there was no social media. There was no online building business, okay? The only thing I used to online build business was, you remember AOL? The instant messenger did? I showed the plan to my cousin in DC. No, he might even be in this. He might be in Alaska. I don't remember. Okay? So nowadays we have killer resources. That's true. There's much more killer resources such as social media recruiting frenzy. There's a bunch of resources and stuff that you can get to learn different things. This is what's happening today. Let's see what's going on. Going beyond social media and prospecting, there are other methods which are also easily duplicatable. We can prove how duplicatable they are using our methods I belong to MLSP. This is another one called Elite Marketing Pro, but I don't belong to this, so I'm not really promoting this, but their concept and attitudes about certain things are similar. We teach people how to run Facebook ads. We do the same thing, okay? We got tools and stuff. I'm gonna leave a link. You can join My Lead System Pro. Let me go over here. You can join our team, My Lead System Pro, for just for 10 days for $10. There's a trial, free trial, okay? It's a free trial. You can get access to all the tools and services in there. If you don't think it works for you, you can stop and get your $10 back before the free trial now, okay? I'm not gonna give it to you after you use the trial and use it up time. You gotta cancel before the free trial, okay? Training tools also in the site that we do. In fact, let's see, this Wednesday we have a training on a guy who's gonna teach you how he went from, I guess, 0 to making 50 grand a month using the attraction marketing concept, people. I'll leave a link to that you could sign up for that webinar this Wednesday, 9 p.m. Okay? That being said, I hope you got a little value from this little training video. Share this out to your colleagues that may want to look into how to leverage your time and money by not chasing people and having people chase them, okay? That being said, this is Greg Smith. Peace out. We'll see you in the next video. Take care.